Hello and welcome to Healthy Conversations. I'm Sarah Miller, the founder, and I'm very excited to be introducing Marie Crawford to you all today. Marie's an energetic healer, counsellor, holistic counsellor as well. So I've known Marie for quite a number of years, and probably one of the biggest inspirations what's the right word? Inspirations, absolutely, but influence, I think, is another word. It's been a great influence on my life over the last many years. So I'm very excited to be able to introduce Marie and what she has to offer the health and wellness space. Now, I'm not going to go into too much details. This is where I want Marie to be able to do that. So I'm very excited to introduce Marie. Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you for joining us for the podcast today. And let's just tell me a little bit about yourself to start.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. It's actually really cool to be here and to be part of Healthy Hub. I'm super excited that you have created this space and that you've achieved what you've achieved so far. So super supportive and loving to be here in the space. I always get a bit nervous talking about myself. So what do I say? I have been involved in this industry for a number of years. I started out doing meditation for children, and I love that. Still do that now. And then I ended up in 2013 doing my holistic counselling diploma, and loved that journey. That took me on a big internal journey of my own, and came out the other side with a whole new skill set. So that's been exciting to share and offer. So I do energy healing as well as holistic counselling, and they tie in really beautifully together. I love what I get to do and what I offer. So
Beautiful.
that's me.
So tell me, how is it that you came about this work, like energy healing, holistic counselling? I'd love to know how it all started for you. Was it dabbling in crystals? Was it knowing that there was something different? Like, how did it start for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I moved from New Zealand to Australia, and that really started the journey. So in 2007, we came over, and I was happy to be coming. It wasn't really my choice, but I came along with my then fiance and our two children, and started a life. And I was at home by myself, children, and I was very homesick. Very missed everybody. Didn't really know anybody here, maybe one or two people. So I really struggled with the change, the transition from living a life with my family and my friends and having a lifestyle that I knew, into one that I then didn't. And I've always been very intuitive and connected. And so when I was sitting in a dark moment, feeling very lost, meditation just came to me as this, like, why don't you do meditation? And I remembered the feeling of a meditation class that I had attended in New Zealand, and I just really wanted to feel like that again. And so I reached out to the local community, which at the time was Cleveland, and I found a vet and started meditation classes with her, and it was amazing, life-changing. I just turned up every week, totally committed, had amazing experiences in meditation, met some really beautiful people, and it started the shift. And Yvette was offering a healing course, 13-month spiritual healer's journey, in which I attended, and opened me up to so much. And I learned lots of different modalities, Reiki, healing,
Did you do any
lots. I'm trying to, can't
cards as
remember.
well? Tarot cards or?
Yeah, we did tarot cards, thank you. Yeah, learned all about the crystals and just, yeah, lots of different things came in, and yeah, I recognized that that's a path I really wanted to um, go down and be involved in, and children's meditation came through from that. You know, my offering to the world was to be able to offer meditation to children, and I love children. I've worked with children all my life, so it just naturally came to offer that to them. And the first class went really well, and so then it was just all on from there, and my path began in that offering. And I did yeah, spiritual healings and work for clients as well as for children, and yeah, just sort of all unfolded from there.
Beautiful, beautiful. And so tell me about energy healing. What does that mean to you?
Mm.
What's your take on that?
So I have a really strong belief around energy and how it works. So when I explain it to people, I just sort of share from the place of that we are beings of energy, and we have, you know, an energetic vibration, and we also have obviously our own levels of energy. And when we are in a happy state, we have a high vibration, and when we're in a more sad or depressed, angry state, we're in a bit more of a lower vibration. So that people can generally, you know, resonate with that, or feel that in their own bodies. And so, you know, that's a connection into our own energy and the vibration that we offer. So, doing energy healing is working with the energy that you are experiencing in your body, and, you know, shifting what no longer serves your highest good, and choosing to invite in or to welcome or to reconnect with the energy that serves. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
And
something
what
like that.
yeah, that's excellent. And holistic counselling. So we've obviously, most people have heard of counselling, but
Mm,
holistic counselling is taken to, again, a different level. So what is holistic counselling for you?
mm,
And, you know, what should people expect?
So holistic counselling is um, taking into consideration all the aspects of yourself. So holistic, which is, you know, your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state, and your spiritual state. So all those parts of yourself are considered in a holistic counselling session. So quite often in a traditional counselling session, you know, you can just do talking about what's happening in your mind, or you can be expressing your feelings in a counselling session. So in a holistic counselling session, all of the aspects, you know, what you believe in your connection to God or to spirit, or whatever that looks like for you, that relationship is considered in your session, or how many hours you sleep, or you know, physically what your body is telling you, and listening to that and tuning into that, and that is, you know, acknowledged in the session. So not just your feelings or what you're thinking, but holistically all
Yeah.
of you.
I know from um, I'm so excited to be sharing what you offer with the world, pretty much. Like I was because I've come from a space where I didn't even know what holistic counseling was. Oh, little lights. Hang on, sorry. Basically, to have been going through my own mental health journey and to be seeing psychologists or counselors, I never really felt like I was connected to my support.
Mm,
And look, I just didn't trust, I didn't connect, I felt like I was getting the robotic responses all the time. And it was obviously a bit divine, I guess, in how we actually come into each other's worlds. And I remember, obviously, we talked about me having a session with you. And sometimes, like, I didn't even have to say anything. It was your knowing, your intuition that would be guiding some of the conversations or even some of the healing as well. And I swear by holistic counselling now rather than the conventional. This is me personally because of the experiences. I felt like I was seen. I felt like I was heard. I felt like I was in a safer environment. And I actually was able to resolve or get answers to some of my concerns. This is why this is happening. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, that's happening for me in my body. And then, from speaking with you and obviously us having sessions as well, like my growth, my learning, my knowledge, my inquisitivity has also grown. So I just think that holistic counselling, energy healing has been so beneficial for me. Obviously, you've been able to see my journey, but to share that, I swear everyone needs to see you, and they all need someone like you. Like if I can come and see you,
Thank you, Sarah.
absolutely, because honestly, the work that we have been able to do together has changed my world, my life, my experience, my everything from where I was to where I'm now. So I just love that this is available for people, and also from how hard it can be to see a counsellor, to see a psychologist, to see a specialist, and the delays in time frame and waiting 3 to 6 months, whereas your holistic counselling, energy healing is actually most cases available in a shorter time frame. It's, there's always available appointments to be had, and you guys can have better results. It's actually, so obviously that's a big share from my side. But how would people present to you? How is it that, so other people kind of get an idea of, well, this is something that someone else has been going through, and they've come to see you. What are some of the feelings, emotions, physical, like how are people presenting to you in order for you to have sessions with them?
Yeah. I guess there's a whole range really of different reasons why people would come and see me. I do feel like there's a knowing in most people that they're looking for something a bit more than just your standard. And there's a knowing in them that, encourages them to, send a message or pick up the phone or reach out. It can range from, just anxiety. It can be a deep traumatic experience that they need support with. There's such a wide range, and holistic counselling, energy healing can support it all. Yeah. So whatever is arising, I love doing the work with the inner child. I feel like that's a really big piece for a lot of people to heal and acknowledge your inner child. Offers
that as
huge
well.
healing, and really allows you to step into your adult self and operate in your life from the adult instead of, perhaps a wounded inner child or inner child that's not being loved or seen or heard. So that's something that I really have a strong connection with and love to do the work with people. There's also the aspects of like trauma in regards to anything that has happened, not just childhood related, but any type of trauma in life can be supported and healed through counselling, spiritual healing, energy healing. So there's such a wide range.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
would be like people might feel, I guess that from my understanding as well, like sometimes the pain that we're experiencing in our body is potentially something that is an emotion that hasn't necessarily been released.
Yes.
So, you know,
Yeah.
there could be
Yeah.
something like that. Like for me personally, I've there's been obviously the I guess, oh man, I was always a little bit more in depth with some of my things. But I remember my first session, I just remember being like, I don't know what to expect. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit scared. What? But then to go through that session, it was just, I trusted the process. I trusted the guidance that you provided. I was receptive to the safe space that I had. I felt safe. I felt comfortable. And you know, I allowed what was to flow through, you know, and for someone that always liked to hide my emotions, I definitely felt like that they were able, reluctantly they would flow. But that then also then made me realize that I could feel safe to share my emotions with the right people, with the people that I felt safe with at the time as well. So yeah, and I remember our energy sessions opposed to conventional counselling sessions, very, very different. So yeah, it's such a beautiful process to be able to go through and to have access to. So I'm so glad that, you know, there is a resource available for people that are reaching a point where it's like, I'm not getting what I need from the conventional system. You know, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. This is an option. And my strong belief is there could be more outcome from someone like yourself, opposed to maybe the conventional. But that's my belief and my personal circumstances. You know, I've just the connection that a holistic counsellor has opposed to conventional, that whole holistic approach, I think expands that ability to support their client.
Yeah, absolutely, Sarah. Yeah, definitely. The important thing for me when people come to my work, to my sessions, is that how they enter the room is very different to how they leave. And so, yeah, leaving the space, feeling lighter, feeling clearer, feeling like they can take the big breath and just soften into their bodies and into their own, you know, connection with self is, yeah, I love it. And I love how it all unfolds so naturally and easily with ease. Yeah, it's very powerful. Um, I feel like one of the key things that I like to focus on in sessions is that people have a level of understanding, because that allows a level of acceptance around what's happened in their life. So not necessarily focusing on healing them, because that's not what it's the intention is. It's more around supporting a level of understanding around what's happened in their life and how perhaps that's come to be, and therefore that allows them acceptance in a softer way, and then perhaps even a new path presents for them in that space. So yeah, that's definitely a key piece to any session that takes place. And in my room, my healing space, yeah, yeah. And you said a really beautiful word, and it's always important to me in everything I offer, my workshops, my children's work, healing sessions, counselling sessions, circles, workshops, everything is that anybody that comes into my work or my space is held in a safe, respectful way. So that's yeah, that's a big piece for me.
Absolutely. Love and safety, I think are two of your key words.
Yeah,
Feeling
yeah.
more held, safe and loved. You definitely to have a hug from you, a lovely embrace if you so choose is they're in for a treat.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about some of the things, some of your offerings, some of the services that you
Yeah.
provide.
Okay, so I obviously do the holistic counselling. I do that for children and for adults. I offer meditation classes. I currently have a 10-month meditation course starting in February. That's once a month from February through to November. I do house clearings, so with sage and sorts of goodies
Tell
into
me
your
a little
home
bit
and do
about
that.
that quickly. What is house clearance?
Um, so yeah, any type of energy work. Um, um, I guess, sorry, let me start again. A house clearing is clearing the energy in your home. So quite often energy can get trapped. It can, you'll know your house will feel heavy, or sometimes people have visitors in their home and they are feeling stuck and they can't move on. So I can help with that and support that process.
Those visitors transitioning into
Yeah,
other places.
yeah, their next part of the journey. So yeah, I love doing house clearings. I love doing clearings for your own personal being. So a sage experience with me is really powerful. Do a lot of clearing just to help you come into yourself and come back to yourself, ground your energy, connect with all the elements and your guides, spirits, supporting you, and angels and all the magic. What else do I do, Sarah? I do energy clearings on your own, being, healings. I'm sure there's plenty more, but I do kids meditation classes, rainbow relaxations is the name of those.
You do some
I do some
kiddie
singing.
workshops as well through the
Yeah, I do
school
kiddies
holidays.
workshops. I do also workshops with adults. I've got the vision board workshop coming up very soon. At the end of the year, we always do a fire ceremony to release the year that has been and to welcome in the new one. I was going to say I do singing bowl
Oh, yes.
sessions as well.
You
Yeah,
do card readings.
card readings. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. And I
Yeah,
think the beautiful part about even working with you is sometimes you don't just come for one thing, or you don't
yeah,
just get the one thing. So even through like a counselling, holistic counselling session, you might incorporate a couple of different things at the same time. So I guess, you can, highlight a bit more, but I feel like that you would utilize your intuition to know what's next and what other alternate offerings that you can incorporate into a session as well.
yeah, definitely. If there's guidance coming through to pull a card or to hold a crystal or to look at particular areas in yourself that are really standing out, then yep, we go there. It's for. I really feel like it's worth saying that the session is guided and supported for your highest outcome. So the client's highest outcome is what's at the front and foremost important. That makes sense. Yep.
It's always, yeah, absolutely. It's client led.
Client led.
Always,
That's the one. Yep. Yep.
yeah, absolutely. I love that for you. I love that for all those that get to work with you as well. So beautiful. Now, is there anything else that we need to delve into for people to get to know you a little bit more?
Oh no, I think that's enough. And I think that if you're feeling the call, then yeah, please come and have a visit, and we'll see what's there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah,
Oh,
it's really
absolutely. I want
amazing.
to quickly ask you some questions.
Oh, okay.
Ask you some little quick, there's only like 6 things. So this was something I'm just having a play with at the moment. So it's the first word that comes to mind. I'm going to say one word. You tell me what that reminds you of.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay. So tree. What's your first word that you think of?
Green.
Oh, good. Bird.
Flight.
Flame.
Fire.
Waves.
Oh, ocean.
Yeah. The color red.
Oh, I went straight to heart, but
That's
then
good.
love came. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And a car, like driving a car.
A car. God. Okay, I'll take it too long. I don't need a car to get somewhere.
Yeah, okay. I was going to go mobile. Beautiful. I need to probably adjust those, but it's nice just to have a little fast little interaction and have a bit of a giggle as well.
Thank you.
So, Marie, you're contactable obviously via Facebook, Instagram. Are you on Instagram? Or not really, just mostly Facebook.
Mostly Facebook for Marie Kaye Counselling and Energy Healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually got an Instagram or anything else,
No,
really.
that's okay. It's
Yeah.
all okay. Marie also has a listing within Healthy Hub that again is connected to any booking links and all the other necessary platforms as well. So people can chat to you on that platform as well. And all her contact details, phone number as well will be there as well. So, oh, yum. Yay, Marie. You're a blessing. I'm
Thank
very,
you,
very
Sarah.
fortunate to have you in my world. So,
And you in mine. Thank you, beautiful lady. Thank you,
thank
everybody.
you. Thank you. Thank you.